Okay, so we have one final story, and I'm just going to bring the slides up for this important story because this is going to be huge down the road. And so, as we all know, okay, we have the um, the strike going on, and with this strike um, comes stoppages in productions. We've had many actually stop. And that being said, okay, so let's see what we have here. He says, I'm going to be moving around the time it comes out, but want to see it. Plus, it's my birthday. Oh, nice. Very cool. Very cool. Um, very cool. That's awesome. Um, so as we all know, we've had the strike just throw everything into a haywire, okay? And all of these productions just shut down. So Blade shut down a couple weeks ago, and another one just shut down the other night. And that's the Thunderbolts. And the Thunderbolts is one of those films that everybody was looking forward to in Phase 5. And it's one of those things where this throws a wrench into everything for Marvel because now you have not only the Thunderbolts shut down, you have Blade shut down. Okay. And this is going to, so here is the tentative schedule. Okay. This is actually blessing the surprise, but way down the road. So this is the schedule that Marvel had put out. Okay. So as we can see here, Quantumania already came out. What If was always going to be streaming, so don't worry about that. Loki 2, Season 2, we know that's going to be coming out in October. So that's going to have a little Agatha. We've got Fantastic Four coming out. Okay. We've got Secret Invasion, of course, coming out in about a week or so. And I will definitely try. No promises, guys, but I'll definitely sit down and watch it, and I will definitely try and cover that. So we've already had a couple of these shut down. Okay. So you have Blade, which is already shut down. Okay. Daredevil. Okay, I'm not sure, but that is a lot of episodes to it. I believe that's shut down. And now you have the Thunderbolts. Okay. So Miss Marvel. So this is incorrect. Miss Marvel is coming out in November. Okay. But that being said, so July, this is supposed to be coming out in a year. Okay. Now, which I just had Jeremy on the other day, and we were talking about this. And I said, how much is the strike going to hurt? And he was telling me that basically you're possibly looking until the end of the summer, at least June, the end of June. Okay, and that's huge. Okay, because if they strike, if one of those other unions strike, now you've got the actors and the writers on strike. Okay, so Kevin says Secret Invasion. Oh, well, they definitely will. They definitely will. I have no doubt in my mind. You're absolutely right about that, Kevin. You're absolutely right about that. So that's something to be considered. That being said, okay, so so the Thunderbolts is supposed to come out in July of next year. Okay, we already know Blade's going to be shut down. Okay, so assuming that this, and I'm being optimistic when I say this, assuming that this deal gets done by August, okay, now everybody's got to get back to work. There's no way that they're going to be able to put all of this together by November, which means that that's going to get pushed back even further. My guess is you're probably talking about a 2024 release for Blade. Okay, if I had to guess. Okay, the Daredevil thing, that's on streaming. Okay, although I could see them, pushing that back just to be safe. Okay, there's no way Captain America is coming out May 3rd of next year. There's no way. There's no way. There's no way. Okay, even though they were filming and everything else, it depends on how close they were to finish it. Principal photography, right? Okay. Then you have Thunderbolts coming out in July. I can't see that. I think that's probably going to get moved to either November, okay, or early 2025. That could take February 2025. Now, if we look here again, okay, we got a couple more of these here. Okay, I want to get the banner off so you guys can see this. Okay, you have Fantastic Four coming out in November of 2024. Okay, and then you have Kang Dynasty in 2025. So this is prior to that. So this is the Secret Wars is probably going to come out in 2026. Okay, as a matter of fact, I can tell you right now. So because that when I first saw that, that worried me. That was going to do that. So with that being said, so they have moved Secret Wars to 2026, and it's going to be May of 2026. Okay, that might keep its release date. Now, so I want to get to the piece that I was just referring to. So I was trying to lead up to it. Okay, so that is your basis for that. Okay, so let's jump in the piece here. And this comes to us from the Hollywood Reporter. Okay, and so this was actually going to start filming in Atlanta next month. The ongoing writer strike has caused Marvel Studios to delay production on a second feature. A few weeks after the studio decided to press pause on Blade, Marvel has opted to hold off filming on Thunderbolts. The THR has confirmed. The hope is to begin production after the strike, which has also caused Marvel to stop filming the TV series Wonder Man. Deadline first reported that news. Beef creator Lee Sung-jin was the most recent writer on the Thunderbolts, working on an earlier draft from Black Widow writer Eric Pearson. Jeff Schreider is directing the project. Thunderbolts centers on a team of Marvel's shadier characters, okay? And that shot is actually them at Comic-Con. Okay, so it's going to be casting Florence Pugh as Yelena, Sebastian Stan as the Winter Soldier, David Harbour as the Red Guardian, Wyatt Russell as United States Agent, Hannah John Kamen as the Ghost. And the Ghost was from Ant-Man and the Wasp, the second film. Okay, you have the Taskmaster in there, and then Julia Louis-Dreyfus's character. The Bear breakout Aaron Edelbar, an Oscar nominee Stephen Yeun also star in the feature. Marvel is still in production on Captain America New World Order, and a third Deadpool movie has recently begun production in London. The writer's strike, which began at the top of the month, indefinitely delayed Lionsgate's film Good Fortune. So I think what you're going to see is, even though New World Order is still going, okay, because if we go back to this chart here, okay, look where that's supposed to be coming out. May of 2024. Okay. Blade also actually got halted. I mean, it all depends on really how far they were into it. Okay. So with New World Order, okay, they were in production. So let's see. That movie is in production as we speak. Okay. That is from IMDb Pro. Okay. Blade is, let's see. So Blade is, they shut down Blade. So I think that's going to be close. They were actually in production or in pre-production. Okay. Thunderbolts, we know, is shut down. Okay. Daredevil. I want to look into Daredevil real quick, because what this is going to do, guys, is this is going to mess up the whole schedule. So Born Again is actually in production. Okay. And so obviously Kang Dynasty is quite a long way out. They haven't even started casting for Fantastic Four. So this isn't going to really start hitting home until maybe 6 months. The cast looks solid, but I need a trailer to decide whether or not it's going to be a good movie. I love Red Guardian. He's hilarious and awesome. I can't wait to see how this. I can't wait to see how this new Black Widow does. Yeah, I mean, it's going to be fascinating. I mean, I agree with you. I read David Harbour's Red Guardian. He was great in Black Widow. So it's one of those things where I think that you're right. I need to see a trailer, but I think it's so far out there. They need to get this done, and that's why I keep saying to people, they need to get this done now, and finish it. Pay the people who need to get paid, and take care of this. But otherwise, all of this stuff, okay, is going to get pushed back. We know Loki is going to come out. That's not an issue. But after Loki, they have nothing. They have nothing. So it's going to be. Now, the reason why I said this was a blessing in disguise is because, of course, we have the whole Jonathan Majors thing right now. So he goes back to court on June 9th, I think. Could be wrong about the date. It's right in the first week of June. And depending on what happens with him, okay, you're either going to keep him on or let him go, which means you're going to be able to find another actor, which means you're going to be able to film it, which means a bunch of other stuff. Didn't they drop Ironheart? And they said they were going to release all the episodes for Echo and Binge Watch. I don't know, to be absolutely honest with you. I wouldn't be shocked. But see, to your point, Metal, here's the thing. This is what makes Disney Plus so much better than Netflix. Okay? Or for Echo. Because here's the thing. The fact is that the major difference between Netflix and Disney Plus, if you look at WandaVision, and I always go back to this reference, if you go look at WandaVision, when WandaVision started, it was not, it built its audience up, right? Because it was a different show, okay? In which case, that being said, they said, okay, and it slowly started to get better and better and better. And when it did, it started to grow and grow and grow. And by the time that show is done, it was the number one streaming show in the world. Okay? That had a major thing to do with it. If they drop all of their episodes, I mean, look at The Mandalorian. Look at any Disney Plus show you can think of that's weekly, that's episodic. I was listening to an old podcast the other day, which, by the way, guys, I am putting back up. But that being said, that's Netflix's business model. They will never do that because they know they have everybody eating out of the palm of their hand. Because if you let's say they drop all the episodes. Let's say it's 7 episodes, okay? You binge it all in one weekend. Gone. It's done. 3 months from now, you're not talking about it because it's all out there, right? Now, it's great for media guys, and guys like me, because I binge it all and then do the videos. But for you guys, it's one of those things where you want to know, you kind of want to think what's happening next. You want to speculate. You want to guess. Maybe you're right. Maybe you didn't see whatever was coming. But that's the model that they need to use. And that's one of the biggest things that Netflix doesn't do. And I can't see Disney just saying, oh, I'm going to drop this all at once. I just can't see that. So, I mean, if they ever do that, it will be for a show that is really, I don't want to say inconsequential, but it's going to be for a show that they know isn't going to do well. So they'll just go, here's everything I got. So, but, so what do you guys think about Thunderbolts and that production stopping? How many other projects of Marvel do you think are going to get pushed back because of this? And how do you think that it's going to, what do you think is going to happen because of it? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments, and I will get back to everybody.